Hey everybody, welcome to Hook and Hunt TV Live, and as we had advertised, we're going to do a start of how to build a rod. And so what I wanted to talk about tonight first was your handle installation. And so we're just going to go right from everything. First of all, I want to tell you that obviously this is brought to you tonight by Real Grips. So some of you, by commenting, are going to win a pack of Real Grips tonight. Also, one of you are going to win a chance, or going to get a chance to get a pair of the brand new Fish 419 eyewear. Some of you may have seen that I have my new shooting glasses out there, and you can pick that, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And another person, or somebody else, is actually going to win a pretty cool hat from American Tackle. So let's get into how I'm going to start building a rod. And this is how the rods come when I get them. They just get regular blank, and these are Bushido blanks, American Tackle stuff that I got right from Lure Parts Online. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find out where the spline of the rod is. That's the backbone part of the rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold one hand up here, I'm going to hold one hand here, and I'm going to start rolling. And I'm going to feel a spot where it's going to lock in my hand. That's it right there. Now I already pre-marked it right here. Once you find that spot, this is a cool thing. If you build with the guides on the inside of this, that's your spinning rod. If you build on the outside, that's going to be your bait cast rod. So tonight, we're going to build the handle on a spinning rod. And what we're going to do is build one that looks just like this one right here. Now, when I get the components from Lure Parts Online, they come, this is the end of the Fore Grip right here. Then you have what I consider the best reel seat for a spinning reel I've ever used, and this is the Arrow Seat Comfort Grip. These are amazingly comfortable. So what I did is, once you get these corks, they're not fit for every rod, they're generic, so you have to fit them yourself. So the first thing I did, and I'll show you here, is I took a knife, like I have this handy buck knife right here, and I cut to where I want it to fit. Then I fit it inside the handle here, just like so, because I know that's exactly how I want it. Once I have that measurement, then I have to make the cork fit the rod blank. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to use a reamer, okay? And this is how I start. They come in different sizes, but I start with the smallest one, make the area bigger, then go up to the next size and the next size until I get close to the rod blank, okay? And I will always start from the back side first, because that's how it's going to slide down on the rod, all right? But the first thing that I want to install on there is just a little butt cap. Now again, this was pretty much solid, and I took a reamer and I got it to match the rod blank. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Pro Paste, and it's a 2-part glue, and I mix them together. That's what I have here, and I did that already. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that glue and I'm going to put it on the end of the rod right here. This is going to be my butt section, okay? So I'm going to put it on right here. And I'm going to show you how to get off excess of this glue in just a second here. Let's put it on pretty good. You know what? You can never have too much. I can always wipe off the excess, okay? So we're going to put that on right there. This stuff holds amazingly well. You're really going to like when I get to the reel seat. That's pretty cool. But okay, so we got this on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butt cap that I reamed to and showed you how, and I'm going to stick it on here and I'm going to start to turn. What I'm doing is I'm getting all the glue on there. Now you'll see you'll have some excess. This part doesn't matter how it's on there. You just want it on there straight. So I've got that. Now what I'm going to do is just focus on that right there. I'm going to get, what I always have with me is some little isopropyl alcohol, okay? And I'm going to spray that on a rag, just like so. And I'm going to take that off there, okay? Just like that, all right? Spray a little more on the rag here, and then I will clean this off just like so. Okay, get that off there a little bit more. There you go. Nice thing about this alcohol is if you get a little more glue on there, you can always spray it. One thing that I always keep with me is some paper towels close by, now what I'm going to do is I'll just clean this off and make it look real neat. It's easier to do it now than trying to do it later after the glue hardens. So that's good right there, okay? And as you can see, now you have your butt cap installed on there. Now there are some wine checks or wine stops you can put on there, but I'm going to do something different with some thread and some other stuff later on, so I'm not going to put one on right tonight. I just want to show you how to get the handle on. Okay, next thing right now, we have that. Now the next thing we want to get on there is the real seat and the end piece right here, because this is going to be where your hand's going to be. And this is a really neat EVA with a combination of cork. This is extremely comfortable on your hand. So what I did, if you notice, here is the other rod that I just completed. All I'm going to do now is I'm just going to be able to measure where that is. I'm going to match it identically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over the top. This has already been reamed, okay? So I'm just going to slide it over the top, and it's going to start getting tight about right here. That's what I want. Now I'm going to push this down. This is exactly what I want, and I'm going to see where I want it on here. Okay, so I've got it measured. I'm about right there. So I'm going to do a couple things here. The real seat is not going to be as tight as the grip here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is where the tape comes in, and I've always got this handy with me too. I'm going to take my little marker here. I'm going to push up just slightly. Now I know where the back of my real seat goes, okay? So now I can pull this off right here, or just move it up a little bit. So from here to here, I know is exactly where I want that glue to be, okay? I want it right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple little arbor points. I'm going to make it really nice and snug. On this one, I don't have to do a whole lot. So I'm just going to put 2 or 3 pieces of tape around here. Sometimes, depending on the rod blank, you really have to build up the tape a lot. In this case, everything reamed out really good, and so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to do that right there, and then I'm going to build one more up right over here, and that should be pretty good. Now before I put the glue on, I'm going to check it again. I can feel it getting tighter. That's exactly what I want. Oh yeah, that's going to be what I want. It's going to come right there. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this up here, and now's when I'm going to start putting more of that adhesive or more of that glue on there. And I'm always going to put more up toward the front, because as you turn the reel seat on here, it's going to distribute that glue more evenly toward the back. And so you're going to have a better, and that tape, believe it or not, when I first saw this, I'm like, there's no way that they build rods like that. Everybody does it that way. And it's amazing how that hardens in there. And I don't think you can put too much glue on a reel seat. If you have extra, you can always wipe it off at the end, and that's going to be fine. I'm going to show you one little thing to check after we do this. So we'll just keep putting glue on here. And if you're liking this information that you're seeing tonight, please feel free to share it, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are wanting to learn how to build rods. I get emails from people all the time, and this is an easy way to start doing it. It's just little self-help videos, and there's a lot of them out there. You can go to Lure Parts Online, Angler's Workshop, and you can see these videos, and you can do it yourself, which is a very cool thing to do. So please, if you really like this information, please just share it out there, and I think it'll be beneficial to a lot of people who want to learn. Okay, so we have the glue on here now, okay? Put that back in my cup. Now, one thing you're going to remember we put our mark up here. That is going to be the inside of the rod to where I want the guides for. So I want to make sure when I finish that the reel seat is this way, because this is going to be the inside bend of the rod. That's what I'm going to want to build my spinning rod on. But right now, all we're going to do is we're going to move this down. We're going to turn and just get that glue to spread out evenly in there. I feel it getting real tight, and that's what I like. It's like that, just like so. Keep it going. We're getting right to that point. About right there. Now I'm going to check where that mark is and make sure that rod is dead center on that, and that is going to be how I'm going to start. I'm going to do the same thing now, is I'm going to spray a little of that alcohol on there. You can do it on the rod blank or on the rag, and I'm just going to make sure that this comes off. This will also, the glue that's in there on the inside of that will also seal that, okay? There, just like so. Now, so that is part of it. You could stop there. I could put a wine check on there, which is just basically a little plastic rubberish thing, and that's what you put your thread up against if you want to. I like all my spinning rods because I hold all my spinning rods more up toward the front. So I like a little bit of cushion up here, okay? I like something that my hand can rest on there. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to add on there. If you look on this rod, I always put a little Fore Grip ahead of the completed reel seat, okay? I love doing that because my hand can rest there and I can always keep more of a finger on the blank. So what we're going to do is, now that the rod is lined up where I want it, now I'm going to take the cap, which again I already reamed out. I'm going to slide it on here. And we're going to do the same thing. Good. Right here it's getting tight. To me that means that I reamed it out perfectly. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to see how it lines up. Right like that there. That's what I want. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to take that adhesive, just like so, and we're going to put it right up against here. All right. You just want to make sure that you don't want to get it on the threads. So what I'll do here is I'll pull that off, or not pull it off, but I'll unscrew it so I know that's my marker. Don't go past there. Okay. We'll put some more of that glue on here, like so. And what this does, this really anchors the reel seat in there. It works really, really well. So we'll put a little more glue on here. That's actually enough right there. Let me smooth it. Whoop, let me smooth it around a little bit more. Just like so. Again, I hope you guys are liking this information and seeing how simple this is to build your own stuff. It takes a little bit of time. It's fun. And I know that when this rod's done, I'm going to be catching smallmouth on it. Actually, I'm going to tell you what this rod is for as soon as we get this part on here. And there you go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, I know that I want that part to end up on the rod. I measure it up again. That's good. I'm going to get it up here. I'm going to start turning it. Get that glue on there really good. It starts building up a little much, then we'll do this. Take that rag again. This is actually going to be sealed really, really nice. Really nice when we're done with it. I'll take that again. Keep turning it around. Get some of the extra glue off there. And again, I'll put that alcohol on there and that'll take care of that. But I want that to end up, here's the top of it. I want it to end up like that. Just right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my mark again. My mark is good. About right there. The top of my reel seat is good. Right there. Folks, there you have it. That is my completed reel seat. Now I'm going to take, I see some little glue marks on here. No big deal. So I'm going to take the alcohol again and rub over that. Get some off the handle there. And even if it dries, a lot of times you can get it off real easily with a razor blade. But I prefer to do it now. That way I don't have to fight it later on. And everybody's going to do this different. So I know there's going to be rod builders out there who have done this a lot longer than I have. We all do it differently. Please don't be critical. I'm learning, and you know what, I want to put it out there so people can learn. If you end up doing it better than me, even better. I don't care. I just think that it's great that people can be able to build their own rods and make stuff exactly the way they want it. Now again, I'm going to turn over, make sure my mark is there. That's all set up. Now what I'm probably going to do later on after that dries, I'll put a little winding check in there. And but as you can see right now, it's getting right to be the beginning stages of just how that other completed rod is. And for the next segment, what we'll do is I'm actually going to show you how to put some of the wraps on and how to put the hook holder on there and the guides and all that. So what's this rod built for? This is a 7.2 medium light. And what I really like about this one, again, it's a Bushido blank from American Tackle. What I love about this blank is I can use this perfectly for a Ned rig rod. If you guys like to fish walleye and you like to throw a slip bobber, this is perfect for that. If you like to throw live bait, this is perfect for that. This would also be a very good drop shot rod. If you guys like throwing crankbaits on spinning rods, this is a good rod for that. This is probably a good all-around smallmouth rod as well. I try to build my rods so they're multi-purpose. I can get a lot more use out of them and do a lot more things. And this 7.2 medium light blank is absolutely perfect for that. Before we finish up here tonight, again, I want to tell you, if you really liked this information, please make sure that you share this video. Now, how to win the prizes. I hope you found all this stuff interesting, and I hope it really piques your interest about wanting to build your own rods. And again, you can easily by going to Lure Parts Online, Anglers Workshop, same place, and you can get videos out there, or you can email me anytime if you want to ask some questions. If I don't know it, I will contact somebody at Lure Parts Online or American Tackle, and I will get the answer for you, okay? All I want you to do is get better, and this is a lot of fun. So let's talk about the prizes tonight. First of all, just comment in a section, and by, what's tonight? Tuesday? So by Thursday, I'll pick a winner for the Reel Grips, all right? I'll do the same for the American Tackle hat, and I'm just gonna pick a couple people from random for watching this episode tonight, and I'll let you know. I'll contact you via Facebook, and I'll get your address, and I'll send it to you. Now, for the brand new one, put this rod down here. Some of you have seen that Fish 419, and you can go to right now or write this down, fish419.com. They just came out with my brand new Crowley clay crusher glasses, okay, for you sporting clays guys. They also have some incredible fishing glasses that you see me wear on the show this entire season. Absolutely fantastic. They come with the hard case, the soft case, $39.99, but one of you are going to win a free pair. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to fish419.com and find a pair of glasses that you like. Then I want you to comment or message me on Facebook and say, Jim, I like this pair and tell me why. I'm going to pick one of you after you went to the fish419.com website, picked out your own set of glasses. I'm going to pick one of you, and we're going to send you a pair from Hook and Hunt TV and fish419.com. All right? Now, I hope this was helpful for you tonight. This is easy as it can be on handle assembly for a spinning rod. And I hope you really got a lot. I love doing this, and I think you will the same. The next segment that we'll probably do is going to be on showing you how to set up the guides and showing you how to wrap the guides as well. So until next time, thank you so much for watching us. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon.